the Hustle and Giggle podcast.
Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of the Hustle and Giggle podcast. We're three friends, business owners and mums. I'm Amanda, and I'm here today with Leslie and Karma. Twice a month we get together to chat about life, work and all the madness that happens in between. Can we just take a moment though to ask how on earth we're in October? I swear the Easter eggs have just been reduced. Life definitely needs to slow down. It's going way too fast. So this week we have a guest joining us, and I have the pleasure of introducing her to you. She is the business owner of Blaker's Blades. She offers a mobile barbering service in around bucks, beds and hearts. She set up her mobile barbering business several years ago and has built up a loyal and diverse client base, which continues to grow week by week. She prides herself on going the extra mile. She started barbering in late life after various work roles, which I'm sure she will share with us. So let's all welcome Emma Blaker from Blaker's Blades.
Hello. Thank you.
Hi, Emma.
Nice to see you all.
Would you like to introduce yourself, Emma?
Yes, well, you've done quite a good job already, Amanda. But yes, I'm Emma, as I say, from Blaker's Blades. And I did come into barbering in later life. I'm in my 50th year on the planet now.
You would have never have told.
I'm just about to say, join us, but Karma's not quite there.
Okay, you're not quite in the club yet, Karma.
So close. But the rest of us are with you in our 50s.
Yeah. So I've always had a weird kind of fascination with hair, right from as young as the age of about 2. My mother has got a photo in the days when you did put photos in photo albums. There's one of me with a sort of blanket on my head tied back, and I used to walk around with a pair of scissors trying to cut people's hair, which obviously wasn't very safe then. So that was where it stemmed from. And then I was kind of put off really all through my secondary school years. I kept saying I wanted to go into the hair industry, and people were like, oh, no, you want to do something else. Or so I ended up going into teaching, primary school teaching, and I taught in many areas, many different age groups. And I also worked in recruitment for 10 years in education, and then social work recruitment. And I then went back and worked in early years for another 10 years as an early years specialist. I was the deputy manager of our local preschool in Wingrave, and latterly I worked as a Senko, supporting children with additional needs and putting forward evidence for healthcare plans to go to county. So it was kind of when there was a whole lockdown period, and I started, everyone was trying to do their own haircuts, weren't they?
Oh my God.
Maybe some
We remember those days.
more successfully than others. So I thought, how hard can it be? And I'd always had this love of and I thought I'd give it a go because I've got 3 boys of my own and my husband. So bought, some fairly basic clippers off the internet and sort of started. And that's kind of where it stemmed from, really. Wow. And then I decided to look for a course to retrain.
Fantastic.
So that's that's the back history.
That's just brought back memories of me standing in our back garden with Richard's beard clippers. This is not music to your ears at all, is it? Richard's beard clippers, trying to cut his hair during lockdown.
Okay.
Oh my God, it was awful. Why did we not just order a pair of clippers off of Amazon like everyone else did? It was dreadful. And then I got some scissors out to just trim round his ears. I think at one point I probably cut
Were they
his
proper
ears.
Barbering scissors, Amanda, or kitchen scissors?
They were hairdressing scissors, actually. I'm not quite sure why we had hairdressing scissors at home.
No.
But still, that didn't motivate me to give up my job and go and be a hairdresser. And he definitely...
He wasn't that happy.
Absolutely not. He definitely didn't give me a tip.
No.
Oh. And then what about yourself, Emma? Family-wise?
Yeah, well, as I said, I just touched upon, I've got 3 boys. So my youngest is 12. And then I've got a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old who's just gone into his second year at Nottingham University. Wow. So busy. Then we've got a little dog. Well, he's not that little, actually. He's an 8-year-old cockapoo. And we've got 2 bunny rabbits, one of which is female. But other than that, I'm completely and utterly outnumbered.
That was so funny. As you were talking, I was thinking, I wonder what sex the dog is.
Yeah, so I am, outnumbered. But,
except for the bunny rabbit.
Except for the bunny rabbits, yeah. So, but yeah, my youngest child was diagnosed with autism at the age of 5. My middle son is dyslexic. He has an expressive and receptive language disorder, and he's also undiagnosed ADHD. So that's kind of fueled my sort of passion for when I worked in early years and worked in my Senko role. And also a lot of my clients, my younger clients, do have additional needs, whether that be ADHD or autism, or they might have some other difficulty. So I work with a diverse range.
I think that's where you're so unique, because you tell our stories and things like that about people with special needs and that. And I think that's where you're perfect for that job, Ems.
Oh,
from when we met.
Thank you.
So Emma and I met when we started running.
We did indeed.
So I joined the running club, as you guys already know. And so we met there, didn't we?
We did, about a year and a half.
But I must say, you run so much faster than me, and I don't think we've ever run together because, have we ever done it? Maybe when you've had a bad day and you don't want to run,
I've
you can walk.
I've looped
yes,
back
you've
for
looped
you,
for me.
Leslie.
You have.
I've
You
kindly
have.
looped back when I felt able, but I'm certainly by no means the fastest. And I think that's the thing with running, isn't it? It's not about being the fastest; it's just about kind of getting out there and doing it really, rather than sitting at home on your sofa.
But you've been great with Nicole, though. She loves you, so she enjoys running with you as well. So, and then we obviously do bobs together as well.
We do.
We're getting to know each other. But yeah, you're amazing at what you do. So
thank you.
So you're barbering then? So I was listening when you arrived today because I don't really know the split. So what split do you do mobile versus in at home? Are you more a mobile barberer?
I would say
barberer?
so.
Barberer?
I don't know. Is that a word?
Is that
Barberer.
Barberer.
Barber. Maybe just barber. I can be barberer. Sounds a bit brutal, doesn't it? A little bit barbaric. I would say it varies, but probably on the whole more mobile. So mainly the clients that come to me, I just have a little home set up in my front room, and those clients tend to be very local. I mean, they literally live down the end of the beach hedge, and they literally wander along and come to me. And children within our village come to me after school for their haircuts. Brilliant. So, but yeah, most of it is out and about in the community, visiting all sorts of different clients. From, as I say, the younger clients that may struggle and have a lot of trauma surrounding haircuts or experiences they may have had with haircutting in the past. But also, I work with more mature clients as well. So it might be people that have mobility issues who, going out and actually getting to a barber shop for them is a real challenge, which is where obviously I bridge that gap.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Care homes is a good one for you as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And it's
you could do quite a few there.
Yeah, it is. And it's something that I've been looking into it for a while. I've been procrastinating probably. But so I'm definitely looking to explore that sort of moving into sort of 2026, really. A lot of care homes do have hairdressers, so they cover obviously ladies and gents. And I do specifically do gents' hair. But it's about, maybe some care homes, they might benefit from that. And gentlemen within those care homes may prefer a barber rather than a hairdresser. Yeah. That is something definitely worth exploring.
That's a great opportunity, actually.
It
for
is.
them and for you.
Because
because you can be there and have them all.
Yeah, in fact, there's an event coming up that I'm going to be part of in October half term. It's if I'm able to mention it, it's a sort of living well event, and it's for retired people and older people, and it's at State Mandeville at the community centre.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to be having a little table there and a stand, and it's just to let people know about services available within the area for people to access. So like Age UK are there, and all those bigger organisations, and I will be there with my little table.
Cutting people's hair.
I'm not going to be cutting hair, but I'm definitely going to be talking to people about those services that I can offer.
Go back again. Yeah, it must be very rewarding. So you said you kind of were in Senko before in early years. So do you have younger clients that come along and are absolutely kind of petrified? Like you said, some of them are, and then they evolve over time and learn to trust you. And
Absolutely, yeah. No, I do, Karma. And it does, it sometimes takes not that long, but sometimes it is a very long process, and it can take, 4 to 6 visits for a child to be completely comfortable. And equally, there has been an instance where I haven't been able to cut a child's hair just due to sort of health and safety issues, really. But it's about building, is what I say to parents of clients I work with additional needs or any sort of trauma around hair cutting. It's about building up the trust with that child. So rather than going in, and getting your clippers out and getting your scissors out and they're petrified, it's actually about them getting to know me. And it might just be even standing back and observing what that child's doing, what their interests are, and maybe engaging with them on a play level, which obviously is where where my experience comes in. I use all different sorts of resources in terms of like fidget toys, all different strategies that I can employ. And it does take time. It takes time, it takes patience, and it takes really specific attention to detail. You have to really kind of tune in to where that child is at and what the issues are that are going on. And sometimes the parents are just as anxious as the children, though it's about looking at the dynamic there as well.
Yeah.
So it's more than just, I mean, that's what I say about my whole business. It's more than just cutting hair. It encompasses such a sort of wider field, really.
Wow, it's
So-
way more, isn't it? Wow,
Yeah.
so many layers to that.
Yes,
Excuse
yeah.
the pun. But
And
Very
then,
good.
dare we ask, who cuts your hair?
Well, do you know, I've had lots of different people cut my hair, and ironically, I do always say to my clients, I don't actually like getting my own hair cut. I don't like sitting and looking in the mirror particularly, and I always want to have something wacky, and I end up just having the same style. Obviously, I have lots of different colours.
Just
I've got
different
blue
colours.
hair
I
at
was
the
going to
moment.
say, you have a different colour
I
every
do.
time we
That-
see you.
Yeah, that's my quirk. But no, so I go to somebody in Wendover. She used to be in Stoke Mandeville, and she's moved to a salon in Wendover, and that's who I go to. Sort of not that often actually, every sort of 10 to 12 weeks. So
I'm due to have mine done. I need it done. It's growing a little bit. So,
Your
you need
hair's
to go
lovely.
into ladies' hair too. Because
I know.
then
I do like your
could
hair,
happen.
Leslie. It's a real statement with those kind of longer, that sort of quite
Thanks.
graduated bob.
There's a funny story about Leslie's hair. It took Karma and I, and probably only recently with Karma, ages to think or realise that was her natural hair colour. We thought she
did you?
dyed her.
Genuinely thought.
I was like, how come I've got roots and you haven't got
How
roots?
can you get it, that kind of platinum shade?
I thought she must be doing it every day. She must be doing her roots. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Leslie's like, what were you talking about? Looking at us like we're just complete weirdos. This is my own hair colour. So,
Yeah, your hair's an amazing colour.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I wish I
yeah.
was brave enough. I always wanted pink hair.
I don't mind dyeing your hair pink.
I don't know if I'd get away with it. I did. Do you know you can do these AI apps and things like that where you can put different colours hairs, and we were putting all different ones on our hair not so long ago actually. And I don't think I could pull it off.
Imagine the
you
colour
could.
because
It would be really
it would
bright.
take really well.
Because when
It would,
Amazing.
because with mine, my hair's naturally
Yeah.
grey now, but it's got different shades of grey. So the lighter areas of grey, it's much brighter. So it would certainly be quite bright if you were looking for a bright and bold look at any point.
Right, there we go.
There's a challenge.
I ain't taking none of your challenges. I've failed on all of them, so
Just stick to the AI.
At least a pink wig for the next episode.
Yeah, let's
There's
do
an
that.
idea, a wig.
What was that children's programme where she had a pink wig in it? Oh, do you remember
I
watching
did-
it with the kids?
Yeah, so I did fancy dress and I had a pink wig. Now, why
you?
did I have a pink wig for this
I don't know,
fancy
why
dress?
did you have a pink wig?
I was, oh my God, I'm going to like really...
Tonight, Leslie Carter is.
I had a pink suit as well. It was a programme. Oh,
Is it a kids programme?
wanna
Penelope
say-
Pit Stop.
Penelope
Yay.
Pit Stop. Oh,
why I thought that.
Why did I not even think of that? Kev's going to kill me actually because we were dressing up and he was like, yeah,
Hold
good
on,
stuff.
hold on.
So no,
Here we go
yes,
again.
We had this on the first episode.
We did with the
because we
karate.
were dressing up, and now 15 episodes later,
we're still dressing up.
there.
No, but I did have a pink wig, which I still have in the house somewhere.
Right, so you need to get that on.
Yeah,
back on,
okay.
Leslie.
You do.
I'm going to wear that in my next one. Okay. There's my challenge, wearing a pink wig.
Love it.
From when we meet to when we come in the studio, I'll wear the pink wig,
Yeah,
okay?
You're going to wear it in for lunch first?
Yes, why not?
Oh, yes.
And the
Why
photo-
not?
And the photograph. For the
Okay,
photograph.
we'll prove that. So I'm not here next one, but we're working that one. So we'll work around
Oh,
that
I
one.
see.
So it'll have to be the one after. But we're working on the next one. We'll come back to you on that one. I'll shut up. Emma, we do some quick fire questions for our guests. And I know you always love listening to us. So I'm
I
sure
do,
you're
I do.
going to be aware of our quick fire questions.
I'll try my best.
So what's the most ridiculous fact you know? I know it's a bit
Ridiculous
random.
fact.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably something to do with barbering. I think in a presentation I had to do once about how many strands of hair, the individual loses in a day. It's like thousands and thousands.
Really?
Yes, just sort of, and then it just, that's quite a weird fact. I don't know. I can't think of any others particularly.
Oh, that's good enough, though, that we lose so much hair.
We do.
I mean, I realised when I comb my hair that in the brush there's a lot, but I didn't realise there was loads.
Well, I don't comb my hair because it's curly, but when I do like comb it occasionally when I wash it, that like massive clumps come out. But you lose hair all the time. So,
okay.
Yeah. But it obviously grows back otherwise. We'd all be bald. So. Then we would need a pink wig. We'd need a whole host of wigs, wouldn't we?
We're all going to come with wigs.
Right. Sorry, got the giggles. I'll ask you the next one. So what's the most unusual thing on your bucket list?
Unusual. I don't know whether it's unusual really, Amanda, but we've always had this inkling to sort of buy a camper van and just go off. So I don't think that's necessarily unusual, because I think maybe a lot of people kind of have that, don't they, as a dream or a wish.
One of the Hustle and Giggle members certainly does.
And we've had it for a long, long time. So it's sort of always been on the list. And I think we had this kind of, false reality that we could actually do it when the kids were younger. Well, before we had kids, we were like, yeah, we can easily take kids off in a camper van. How difficult can it be? And then you have children and you realise it's perhaps not as easy. And then we missed the boat because they were at school. So I think, that would be that's something we really want to do.
Brilliant.
And maybe there's a couple of friends of ours,
too.
so like the four of us, we've got this idea, and maybe all chip in and buy one at some point when the kids kind of leave home, which I don't know when that's going to be. But got a while really, haven't I, with the youngest being 12.
And they come back sometimes as well.
Exactly.
I was going to say, mine are all gone, and I wish I could have a camper van to go off and do whatever, but somehow it doesn't fit in.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question now.
Okay.
If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Do you know, that's a really, quite an easy, I don't know about one meal, but that's quite an easy question. I'm quite a picky eater and I quite like just plain food. So it would probably be cheese and apple.
Cheese and apple.
Which sounds really weird. I have a kind of a range of lunches. I sound really weird now, weirder than I actually am. But in the winter, I'm a soup and a sandwich kind of person. But in the summer, I love just cheese and apple with toast, a bit of sourdough or some crackers. So I could quite happily live off cheese and apple, or if it was a hot meal, maybe a risotto,
nice.
A leek and bacon risotto. That's one of the few foods I do cook, because my husband does most of the cooking. So that would either or. Sorry, that was two.
Oh, I will let you have two. For different seasons.
Yeah.
Hey, talking of food, we on the last podcast we talked about some comfort things at home, and I was saying how we really like Jamie Oliver's fantastic fish pie. I make it at home; it's really nice.
Yes.
And I've invited the girls over for one night to have some. And then Kate Butcher, who we all know from networking, when I saw her next, she went, "Oh my God!" She said, "I'd forgotten about Jamie Oliver's fantastic fish pie.
Oh, brilliant!
I'm going to cook it now, but my advice is to put scallops in it as well." So she said, "That's it. I'm definitely pulling out the recipe and I'm booking it." So
Is that the recipe though, Amanda, with the eggs in?
Yes.
So I'm not an egg person, but I have actually got a story about one of my mum's friends from Nottinghamshire. We went for a visit and she actually cooked, I think it was probably Jamie's pie, because it had egg in, and we started eating and I didn't know. My mum was trying to mouth across the table that it had egg in, and then so I sort of ate it but was trying to leave the egg, which was tricky because it was all mixed in. So I like a fish pie but with no egg.
Okay.
No egg for me. If you could do me a bespoke one, that would be fab.
I'll do you a
if you
bespoke one without the egg then, definitely. But I love that. I love the fact that people, and I know, Emma, you're great and you always listen to our podcast, but I love the fact that we bump into people, and exactly like Kate, who said, I'd forgotten about that. And people who listen. I was running a workshop yesterday and there was a lady we also know from networking, Erica, and she said, I was listening to your podcast on the way here today, and it was just like listening to a bunch of friends talking.
That's exactly what it's like, because I listen to it when I walk my dog, and it just sort of a relaxed sort of hour, people chatting away. So.
Brilliant. Love that. Brilliant. Well, thank you, Emma, for focusing on you. Really interesting to hear more about Blakers Blades. How you? I personally had no idea about your background, so thank you for sharing that with us today. It's really, really insightful, and what you're doing is amazing. So well done, and thanks for coming in today. So we have a couple of other questions that we kind of always discuss, and please join in. Please join in with us. So the first one is around recommendations. So anything that we have done, anywhere we've been, seen, anything we've eaten, any apps, any plants we've got in the house, absolutely anything. And it's really nice because what we would now do is we tag those people on Instagram to get them some awareness as well. So anything at all. So I'm looking at Karma here.
She looked at me and then I put my head down.
You've normally got an app, Carmen.
An app or a...
Well, first of all, I think, can we just celebrate the fact that I have not bought a plant in the last 2 weeks?
What?
I know.
It's not a
Go me.
celebration.
Where
Go
is
me.
that?
I know.
Go on.
I'm going to change it.
Come
Don't
on, you
worry.
need to change... Why?
Yeah. And I've just been really good. I've been caring and nurturing these ones that I've got. And just
Big Ken needs a friend.
Big Ken and Howard and all the other ones.
Tell us the other names. Have you made names for them other ones?
Don't make me do it on air. I can't.
So Karma orders
Yes,
some of
a
her
lot of
plants
shit.
from a particular website, and they have names.
Yeah.
So we
Right.
discussed
Oh, so the-
Big Ken.
These come
What,
with the
the
name.
plant came... Or you didn't
No,
name
no,
it?
No,
Big
no,
Ken?
I've
Comes with
named
the
the
name.
ones that didn't come from this website, but then I found this
Right.
website that has beautiful plants and they do
Okay.
have names on them. So.
Okay, I don't feel as weird now, actually.
Oh, why? What do you name? Do you name
No, I just felt weird before, and I'm like, brilliant, naming plants.
Open my mouth.
you need to tell us at least one name
Yes.
of the ones that you have named and not brought from that website. Come on, share it with us.
Well, I'll go with the really boring ones. I've got Julie
Who?
in my
Julie?
Julie in my office.
Julie
yeah.
sounds like steady growing.
Yeah, Julie.
Okay.
Julie is. Yeah, Julie is stoic. Yeah, but I actually do have an app this week. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. But it's an app linked with a new fitness tool that I've bought. So I know we've discussed it. It's the Aura Ring, and it has the app is amazing. So it's a beautiful little stats app, and we all love a stat. So it's a little health tracker, and it measures sleep, stress recovery, and your readiness for the day. And because I have a slightly wonky immune system, it's like having a quiet heads up when my body's working harder than usual. And if my readiness score tanks or my temperature nudges up, then I know it's time to slow down, hydrate, and not pretend I'm completely invincible. So basically, it's my immune system snitch. And it's like, sit down, you're not Superwoman today. And I'm kind of grateful and annoyed by that in equal measures.
Do you listen to it though?
I do. And this
that's so
morning,
good.
I did giggle at it this morning. So I opened the app and it said that I'd had a bumper night's sleep, first time since I've had the ring. I think I've had it about 3 weeks now. And so I wanted to know what had improved my sleep. And it had a list of things that you could pick from.
Big Ken.
So, well, yes. So some of them were nice ones like read a book or meditated or had a hot bath. And some of them were very risky. I'm not telling you what they said in the same way I'm not telling you my plant names on there. But
we're going to get a
pick on
planter.
you pick on the app which one has driven your better night's sleep.
Yeah.
And then it tracks it for you.
Yeah, and then it
gives you a summary.
So it's like gives you the options and you
recommends-
click which.
Yeah,
you
so you
click
click
which
what-
ones.
A cup of cocoa, as an example.
that was on there. A hot drink was on the list.
And you
there
can
was
click.
so much on the list. There was stuff that I didn't even think should be on that
And
list.
how many things can you click?
As many as you like.
Okay.
Yeah, so it could have been like 15 different things that contributed towards a good night's sleep.
Wow. So then if it sees that you're the nights that you have a good sleep is always the cocoa night, it would actually
Yeah.
encourage you to...
Obviously, Amanda. Yeah.
Yeah, cocoa or chamomile tea.
Love that.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking other things? Okay, I'm not.
I'll show you my list later.
Can't wait.
What's on the list? No, not the list of what made me sleep well, but the list on the app.
And what is that? As you were talking and you were saying, obviously, it tracks, it measures, it tells you. What does it tell you when we finished our podcast? Does anything happen to
It'll
your...
probably say I was because it evaluates your stress. So it'll probably say my stress was elevated, but elevated stress doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing.
Right.
It could be because you're working out, or you're excited about something, or you're just in a heightened state of anxiety, healthy anxiety, as it were. So
Right.
it's brilliant. But it will kind of trigger if it's too much, and it will say actually you've been heightened in your stress for a couple of hours. You need to factor in like some deep breathing,
Right, or go
just
and
to
lie in
sit
a
and
dark
chill,
room.
or
Yeah.
or go and read a book or whatever
Right. I
else
love
it
that.
might
It's
say
brilliant.
to decrease your stress. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, thoroughly recommend that. So I've cheated a bit there. It's an app and a thing.
Right.
and a thing?
App and a thing.
What about you, Leslie?
Do you know, I've had a busy week actually of finding new things out, dare I say. So,
Ooh,
we
intrigued.
recommended Dig It. It, which is the
Yes.
Joe Wiley and
Zoe
Zoe Ball. I was listening to that actually, and they were talking about menopause.
They were.
So I was learning things about that because what they do is they get people to ask them questions, don't they, on the phone and stuff, which is great. And anyway, this woman asked about menopause and whatever, and they sort of went through some symptoms. And as low as I can see symptoms on the internet and whatever, they had these specific ones. And I was thinking, oh my God, that's me. Oh my God, that's me. And they were going through what HRT they're going to be using. So I'm guessing in the next couple of months, I'm going to fill you in as to where I'm at, because I'm obviously getting old, because I got a phone call from the doctor yesterday to say that I need a health check. So that means I'm
I
old.
did those. They're really good.
So I'm going to go and do that, and I'm going to see these HRT. But they were sort of talking about sprays, creams, and whatever. So I'm going to fill you in a bit more on that. I know we haven't really talked about menopause, but unfortunately, I feel I'm like there and need something.
I am in it too. I'm with you, Leslie.
Yes. So what do you have?
I don't. I did start some HRT, but I don't now. I just run lots.
Right.
I find running is really helpful.
I was on HRT for 4 years.
Right.
Wow.
I'm not on it now because I don't need to. I'm
Right.
quite normal now.
So that means I'm not normal
some
now,
people
which that's
say.
great.
So I had the patches. So you put a patch
okay.
on the top of your thigh, basically, and then I had tablets as well. But I have to say, my symptoms before and my symptoms when I started taking it were amazing.
So you found it really worked for you.
some
Yeah,
people
I maybe
don't,
didn't have
but-
the right.
Yeah.
I perhaps
Yeah.
gave up too soon.
And I
but-
think there are different ones. You're
Yeah,
right.
well, they
There's
mentioned
spray,
the patches, but they said that they tend to think that the mark that it
Yes.
left didn't come off as
baby
easy.
oil,
No.
baby oil,
okay.
and a forum.
Excellent.
Somebody had asked the question. Bit of baby oil
Yeah.
on the pad, rub it off, and there we go.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
had the gel. That didn't seem to work, but I take
okay.
various sort of supplements as well as my running, which I'm
I
finding
like
helpful.
the sound of this spray that apparently goes underneath your arms.
deodorant, isn't it?
Turn it into HRT.
That's called antiperspirant.
I don't use that.
Yeah, there is a spray. I feel I've heard quite good things about
Yeah, well, this
that.
is what they were sort of like, raving about kind of thing on that. So, who watched this space? I'm going to see what I can go
I must
on.
listen to that because
Yeah,
after on your
it's good.
previous
Oh, I love
podcast,
that.
Amanda,
We recommend
you recommended it,
Yeah.
so I've now got it on one of my regulars, and
Yeah.
it's really good. And
Yeah.
I'm right back at the start. But I'm actually going to tune in now. You said
Yeah,
about that,
do.
Leslie,
It was
to
the
menopause
last
one.
other one, so yeah.
But
this
it's
is brilliant.
really great, isn't it?
Oh, I listened to it. I was doing some bits in the garden at the weekend, and I just put my headphones on, and there
They
they were
cover
with
quite
me.
a lot of ground,
Yeah.
and it's
And I think it's very similar to what
it is,
we
very
do.
natural
so
sort of chat.
We
if there's
started
things
first.
we
Well,
did the
yes.
week before.
Did you?
Yes,
Ah.
we did. But it's amazing. So I got that, and then also I met with a financial advisor yesterday. Now I'll be honest with you. My first reaction was when I knew about a financial advisor is I ain't got no money. So I ain't going to be speaking to no financial advisor was my first thing. I'm poor. And what's he want to talk
They
to me
can't
for?
help me.
Yeah. Do you know what
Unless
I
you're
mean?
going to give me some money.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, Anyway, cut a long story short, apparently I had a £40,000 pension pot, which has been there for years when I was that traffic warden that I told you all about. So bearing in mind, how many years, I'm 56 now, so I was very, very young when I did that. So anyway, it turns out I learnt so much about it was so easy. So the guy's name's Nick Rayner from Courtview Financial Planning, but he just sat there and he explained it so easy.
Which is what you need, isn't
And
it?
what you need, I thought that you have a 25% at 60, and then after that you just get a monthly amount, and if you die, it's gone. But it's totally different to that. You can have your 25%, even at my age, at 56, which I didn't know about. And then also you draw down it. Obviously, if I'm going to get to 70 and I've already drawn it down, then I've got no money left. But it really did make me see a different light of it. So anyone that's out there, I'm into finance and stuff like that, but I thought it was really good for having a conversation with someone like that, even if you haven't got any money.
Do you know what? That is really good. And we have a financial advisor, same thing. And as long as someone explains it in idiot terms, because that's what, it's so jargon, isn't it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes total sense. So that's really good.
Yeah.
That's really interesting, actually, Leslie. You've mentioned that today, and that I'm on this podcast today because I'm actually due to get an appointment with Nick, and I'm not a figures person, and I've put it off, a bit like you. I'm thinking I haven't got any money, so what's the point in talking to a financial advisor? But I'm gonna. Now you've said that,
Oh, amazing.
He's
I'm
amazing,
gonna,
honestly.
Going to give him
Great
a call come and set that up.
Please do.
We
Love
love
meant
Nick.
to be.
Yeah.
Good old
Nick.
Nick. Thanks. But yeah, sorry, that's me.
Right, great, thank you. What about you, Emma?
Oh, recommendations. Well, I started listening to that podcast. There's also another one I started listening to, which is Sarah Cox from Radio 2 with her best friend, Claire. I can't remember her surname. And it's called Teen Commandments.
Oh, wow.
So it's really, really, very funny.
She is
There
funny,
is
isn't
quite
she?
a lot of swearing, and in places it's quite,
We all look at her.
but it's kind of, she says what a lot of people are thinking. And what I like is I've got teenage sons, and they're really relatable, and they just talk about like the highs and lows of teenagers. And the one I've just listened to, it talks about the cereal years and the protein years, and which ones you're in. And I mean, we're kind of definitely in cereal years where we have about 5 bags of cereal and none of them are shut, and I'm just there like going round, this cereal's gone stale, and then they open the next one because I tried to squirrel it away but they found it.
So funny.
So that's very good. And the other thing I'm allowed to.
You can have
The other thing, I have a subscription to a magazine, and it's called The Simple Things, and it's like how to live well. My kids tell me it's quite a middle-aged magazine, but I mean, I'm middle-aged, and it's just really nice. It's a magazine I dip in and out of in the bath, so
I like that.
can find a link if you want to put it on your.
Do you know what?
show
There is
notes.
something nice about a magazine.
I love a magazine.
I'm a book person as well. I like
Yeah.
to read, not digital, but magazine.
Yeah, I love a magazine. It's a bit
the
80s,
old
isn't it?
days.
The
I
old
love the magazine.
Do you know I used to buy Take a Break and all things
Well,
like
I used to
that
buy the Radio
years
Times
ago?
at Christmas, and highlight.
bumper
Oh, sorry, I've
edition.
mentioned the C word.
Yeah, but have you seen how expensive they
What's
are?
Take a Break? I haven't heard of Take a Break.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that
just
was like
where it
a-
had all the little stories.
It
the
had
true
puzzles in as well and
stories.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the gossip.
Yeah,
Yeah, really
gossipy.
random stories like
Yeah.
I married a rat or something weird,
Yeah.
like just random stories.
Honestly, I'm going to get you a copy just to say.
it still exists.
Oh, it still exists.
But
like,
magazines are
for
super
what?
expensive
Yeah,
now,
but
aren't
when
they?
it was 50p or 70p,
They're about
they
£6-7
I used to
a
buy
magazine.
OK magazine.
Wow.
I used to
OK,
love
yeah.
OK magazine.
that was the posh one that I could never afford until special occasions.
I haven't bought that for years, but I bet that's ridiculous.
That's probably even more than, that's probably near a £10 mark, I don't know.
Ridiculous. But yeah, that's why we don't have magazines at the moment. But yeah, good old magazine. I don't have a bath, so I don't have quite a good trouble.
Well, you don't have a bath, you don't like a bath.
I don't actually
You
own
don't
a
own a
bath.
bath. Okay, so
No bath, no deodorant.
you need to get that spray. You need to ask for double that
need
spray
to-
from the doctor when you have your health check.
When you go away, back to your bath, that's all my recommendations. When you go and stay overnight in a hotel, then is that the first thing you do? Go and have a bath? Well, not the first thing, obviously.
No, do you know what? I don't.
You probably have a cup of tea or something. You must have a bath when you're away. Don't you miss it?
No, I don't
Not
miss
into
it one
baths.
bit.
No.
Yeah, I don't really have many.
I
but
don't
I
still
think
miss
the
them.
thought of just laying in that and then it gets cold and then it's got dirty water. I mean, I'm not dirty. Come,
you a bath
guys.
person, Carmen?
I'm a
I
chap.
do like a bath,
Yeah.
and I like the candles, the music, magazine, or
I was just thinking about, obviously, I heard your horrific shower story, something you might
Yeah.
say to the bath.
Don't mention
Mightn't
the
you?
shower.
No, we'll move on.
Yeah.
That ring will tell her that
Move on
she's
swiftly.
stressing.
I wish I'd had
Sorry,
that in the
yeah,
shower. I think it would
heartbeat's
have
gone
phoned the ambulance for me. I think that's like so much.
So yes, what you recommend in this?
Two recommendations actually. First one is, as you know, I've got an Invisalign, which I've only got 2 more left. Where's that gone? And I didn't use my normal dentist because they don't do it. So we've talked about Watermead Dental Surgery, who are amazing. And somebody, in fact, they recommended Smile on Fairford Leys. Oh my God! Do you know what? They must go through the most amazing customer service in the world in that. I get a text every appointment, 48 hours before. Hi Amanda, just to remind you, it's really nice. Just to remind you,
I like
your
that.
appointment is at da-da-da. Please let us know if you can't make it or you want to reschedule. And then you arrive, and without even saying who you are, hi Amanda, take a seat. He'll be with you in a minute. And do you know what?
that's
I just,
nice.
really nice. I mean, fortunately, it's working as well. It's not just the customer service. So I was absolutely, because, great dentist, highly recommend them, particularly if you're thinking about doing anything, cosmetic. And then the other thing, we're going there, so I fall into the next question as well, but we're going there again on Saturday, is the restaurant at Silverstone called Escapade. Oh my gosh, it's so lovely. And they've built all these houses around the Silverstone circuit that my understanding is that if you buy one of them and they are extortionate, you can't live in it for the whole time. So most people buy them as an investment, and then you can go and do an overnight there. I mean, you can imagine how much they were costing for the night before the F1. But within the house and the membership, you get to go in in the restaurant, the gym and the spa, but the restaurant is amazing. And the first time we went there, we specifically asked for a table that overlooks the track. So if there's something going
Amazing.
on, I mean, there won't be because we're going on Saturday night, but if there's something going on, it's brilliant. It's really good, and it has lots of really nice sort of art around it and all F1 memorabilia, and then there's like a rooftop. But it's really nice. It's one of those places where everyone needs to go at some point. It's just lovely, particularly living in a house where I've got, two car fanatics, as you can imagine.
Silverstone's good. Yeah, I like it. Well, I remember doing the Christmas where we took the car around the Christmas
I
lights.
think they're doing that again this year.
That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. It was one of those times you weren't quite sure what to do on an evening, and we just went, do you know what? They're doing that. They had music playing all around, and good fun.
Most people go to the pub.
Yeah.
Let's just hop to Silverstone.
Yeah, go around in the car with all of us chatting and playing our music. Yeah, because you can tune in to their radio station. So we were
can you?
blaring the music as we were going
amazing.
past.
That's cool.
And it was cool.
And what about what's coming up for us? So I'll start the other way. Emma, anything exciting in your diary in the next few
Well,
weeks?
it's the panto season, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, yes, it is. So we've started rehearsals. So I'm part of the Wingrove Players, and every year we put on a pantomime in our village at the community centre. And this year it's the well-known pantomime, Dracula. I'm playing Helga, who is Dracula's housekeeper. So lots of singing, which I love. That's my other passion, as well as running, singing. And so we're deep in rehearsals. So my runnings have to take a little bit of a back seat. But
when did they start? When's the first one?
It's 4 performances. So we've got starting on Thursday, the 27th of November, Friday, the 28th, and then there's the matinee, Saturday the 29th, and the final performance in the evening of the 29th. So exciting.
Good luck.
Excellent.
With
Love that.
that.
Where do we get tickets for that?
I can. There'll be a link, so I'll.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there'll be a link to sort that out. So.
We'll share that.
Yeah.
What about you, Leslie? What's coming up on your busy agenda?
I'm seeing the children at the weekend, which I'm really excited about because I think they're all going to be in the same place at the same time.
Nice.
And I might, little nuggets growing, so we'll have conversations about little nugget. I've already been buying little bits. I can't go in a shop now without going to the baby section. I'm like, this is ridiculous. But I'm not leaving Bentley Boo out because I still go down the dog aisle and buy him. I bought him this Halloween toy.
Expensive shop for you nowadays.
It is. Do you know what I mean? What am I going to be like when she's here? But anyway, so I bought him a toy as well because I feel bad if I buy one and not buy the. So his toy basket's just growing. But yes, I'm going to have all children together in one room. So
nice.
I'm very excited about that because it's very rare we will get together. So that would be nice. But
Lovely.
nothing majorly happening. Oh, I've got a charm night this weekend. Of course I have. A charm night. So it's to do with...
Charms?
No. Oh my goodness, this is terrible.
Like
It's
a mystic Meg evening.
No, it's actually a night of, oh my God, charity.
Right.
It's something to do with cancer. I'm trying to think what it is.
Children's charity?
No, it's an
Is
adult
Charm the name of the charity?
Yeah, it's Charm Night.
Is that acronym then?
And it's run by Alvin Primwhistle, which is the local Elvis.
Oh, okay. You watch
tribute.
quite a lot.
And we watch him quite a lot. Yeah, Two-Tone are going to be there. So we're excited for
It's
that.
like an event.
Yes.
So we'll have to Google what charm stands
And I
for.
have to dress up. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
Here
I
we go
will find
again.
out
Yeah.
what
Here we
charm
go.
means.
Dressing up.
Yes, I'm dressed. No,
What are
I'm
you dressing
dressed.
up?
I'm going to wear a nice, pretty dress, actually.
Oh, okay. Not a
Kev's-
pink wig and
No pink wigs. It won't go with my dress.
Just black
and
tie?
Kev's wearing black tie. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
God, I forgot about that. But yes, it's to do with cancer.
Oh, so it's charity
So
evening.
it's a charity event for that. So yeah, goodness, how can I forget about that?
Oh, that's nice.
So
Where
that's
is
this
that?
weekend.
In Aylesbury?
Near High Wycombe. It's at Hazelmere Golf Club. Is it in
okay.
Penn?
Oh, it's quite
Oh,
nice
yeah, I
there.
used to live in Penn.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
in
going
Penn.
there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Make sure you share some photos.
I will share some photos.
Definitely.
What are you up to, Carmen?
What about you, Karma?
I've got some brunches and coffee dates and little catch-ups that make me smile. And I've done something quite brave for me. I've booked myself onto a solo cinema trip, which sounds really tragic. But honestly, I'm really excited. So I'm really leaning into the idea of doing more things on my own and actually enjoying it instead of shrinking away like I'm scared of my own shadow. So yeah, that's my first one was the week away, and this is just
What are you going
just
to
little
see?
things. I swear.
What is it? What's that? Who's that?
It's about somebody with Tourette's who swears.
Is
And
it?
it's
Wow.
not the topic
Oh,
that
that's
necessarily. It was just
interesting,
like, well, yeah. And I saw a trailer for it, and it looked quite good.
In
So-
Aylesbury?
In Aylesbury, yeah.
Okay.
So if you see me in the cinema and you think you
Okay.
want to come over and say hello, please don't, because I am.
you're on your own.
Solo, yeah.
To me.
We'll ruin your
I'm
plan.
going solo. And the other thing is I've started some new meds for my arthritis. So I'm in that fun little phase of learning how not to mess it up. And it's a bit of trial and error with the timing and the food and the side effects. So I want to concentrate on giving my body the time to adjust to that as well.
Amazing.
So yeah, in the
We're
cinema, I
with
can
you
adjust
there.
in the cinema on my own.
I love that. That means you
She'll
don't have
go
to
off.
share the popcorn. You don't have to share anything with anyone.
Oh, and do
just
that.
recline
What's that
back and-
too late thing that we've got, the app where you buy stuff? Because the
Oh,
Costa,
Too Good to Go.
Too Good to Go.
I was going to walk out and get a cake at the end of it.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
Nice.
Great idea.
I've started using that, by the way.
What
about you?
I've got a busy weekend actually, so I've had a really, really busy week, which has been really positively busy week. But then we're out with some friends actually tomorrow night. Some of Jack's. This is really nice. So Jack and Ben went to nursery together.
Yeah.
They then went to primary school together. They then went to the same childminder, but then at secondary school level they went separate ways because they both went to a separate school. Always good friends, still good friends. Ben's now just gone off to uni. He had a year out like Jack did, and we're going out for a curry with his mum and dad. tomorrow night.
nice.
So that's-
I love stuff like that.
yeah, so we're doing that tomorrow night, and then 6 of us are going to Silverstone on Saturday, and then next week we have Sienna, which I know I've mentioned. So Sienna's coming to stay for 4 days, so that's really exciting. So yeah, that's good, and a few networking events going on as well over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, no, lots happening. Lots happening, which is great,
Amazing.
which is really good.
We're all good.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much again, Emma, for coming along
Pleasure,
and
pleasure. It's
sharing
been lovely
everything
to,
and joining in. It's been great getting to know you.
Have to do my
Loved
first
having you here.
podcast. Been exciting.
Could be the start of something.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Brilliant. So that's it. Episode 15 done. A huge thank you to Bucks Radio, as always, for your continued support, humour, and keeping an eye on us. and a huge thanks to everyone for listening. Until next time, bye everybody.
Bye.
The Hustle and Giggle Podcast.